Hey guys. I genuinely lost the button to go live. Hello, friends. It's been a morning. I woke up without my alarm, but I kind of feel like my brain wasn't ready for it yet, so it's been one of those mornings where, like, I go into the kitchen to get a spoon for my breakfast and realize I already got a spoon for my breakfast. What is happening? Hi. Good morning, Angel Faye. Good morning, AB Coffee. I guess I shouldn't be saying good morning. For some of you, it's probably way beyond morning. Good time zone. Angel Faye, AB Coffee, Caternator, hello. I'm here. I promise I'm gonna make my brain function at some point. I have coffee now. I originally forgot how to make my coffee, and so my first couple sips, I was like, why is this so bitter? Didn't put the honey in. But I've made it properly now. I'm here. I'm gonna figure out how to get my brain to work. Sorry, I'm just checking my Discord because there's a lot of stuff going on this morning. So yeah, sorry if I seem a little blank, it's because my brain is processing slowly today. There's a lot of that Windows swirly screen. I just have a lot going on in my brain right now, and also it's Friday, so vibing and thriving. I'm glad to hear it, AP Coffee. How has your week been? Let me know. I've got a lot of stuff going on with Game of Tomes right now, because there is a lore stream happening on, I think Monday? Is Monday the 20th? Sunday. So there's a lore stream on Sunday, there's an elimination stream Monday, and if the house that I am technically the heir for falls on Monday, next week's just gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a lot of stuff to do. So I'm just trying to get everything organized in my brain. Sorry to lurk and leave, but I have to head out for the evening. No worries, Caternator. I'm quite late starting. I should have started about 20 minutes ago. I appreciate you dropping by. I'll be here for a few hours. I don't know if you'll be able to come back, but I'll be around again next week. So I really appreciate you hanging out and saying hey. Good words to you as well the next time you get a chance to write. I'm back to the stream too today. Made my comeback. Nice! Angel Faye, that's great. Are you a reporting stream for Game of Tomes as well? I don't know when they're cut off for, like, signing up for that. I signed up right after the July tourney because I was like, if I don't do it now, I'll never remember. Oh, okay, no worries. You can always sign up for the next event, I think. I don't know when they'll do signups again, but I know in between is, like, when they do all the administrative stuff, so. Yeah, this is still, I am not working on my nano project today. That's why we're gonna have the big words today instead of the small words. That's why I'm on this view. But I can still report these words for Game of Tomes, and you can still report your words to Game of Tomes on the stream. Always a reporting stream whenever I'm up. So you should see those rewards in the points redeem area. If you're writing for the squids, the molluskins, the tentacly creatures, please, we need words. So yeah, I hope you guys have all had a good week. I'm not sure entirely why my brain is so fried. I haven't slept the best this week, but I definitely have slept worse than this in other parts of my life, so I'm not sure why my brain decided this morning to be like, no, you just don't know how to be a functional human being, but it did. I hope that by January I'll reach 100 followers so I could be an affiliate. Oh yeah, is it 100 followers or 50 followers for affiliate? I don't remember anymore. It's been a year. It's been a year since I did it, and apparently this year has been just full of... I was talking to a friend the other day that I do some edits for. I was talking to a friend that I edit for, and she was like, didn't you send me an invoice back in April? And I was like, no. Because I checked my records and there wasn't a thing, and I was like, I dropped that ball, sorry. Past 50 already, I'm at 87. If you check your panel, if you check your dashboard, it should show you like what things you haven't... Maybe it is 100, I don't remember. But I know I think you have to stream on like 7 different days, and you have to have, an average viewership of like 3 or something for the month. Yeah, 50 followers, stream for 8 hours, stream for 7 different days, and have an average of 3 viewers for the, like, time period. So, if you're at 87 followers, you should be good in that regard. Just, what I did when I was doing my affiliate push was I just made, a schedule for, like, 7 different days of streaming. And I let people know, like, on Discord and stuff that I was doing it those days so that I could hopefully get the average. And as long as you do, I think the 7 different days is the hardest one because it has to be in a certain time frame. I know I have a friend who streamed, like, exactly the amount that he needed to unlock affiliate, and he's not streamed again since he unlocked affiliate. Which is fine, like, you know, no pressure, but, yeah, hopefully you'll be able to unlock that. It's once you get the email from the requirements, it usually goes pretty fast. I had a heck of a time setting up my tax details, but that's because I'm in a weird situation. They clearly don't always consider people from other countries living in people from one country living in another country and having certain tax. I'm rambling now. Hi, good morning. So this is my 22 stories in 2022 project. I haven't worked on this in a while. It's been pretty crazy because I had the 50K and 7-day push. And then I've kind of been trying to keep on top of... I basically have a list of things that need to get done by the end of the year, and for many weeks now, the list has been longer than there are days in the year. Like, I know how many days it would take me to get through that much work, and it would be more days than I have available to me. So I have been sort of trying to get on top of that mountain, and I think I'm about at the point where the amount of time I have to do and the amount of work I have to do are almost in line with each other now. The amount of time I have to get things done for the year will not change, because we have booked flights to go visit Ghost's parents for Christmas, so I absolutely have a deadline by which point, if something's not done, it will not get done until next year. Whoops. I can't click. Lurking while at work, Shy, hello. I hope you're doing well. The ghost of work is here. Yes. So I basically am, there's been a lot of off-camera panic. For anyone who's like, wow, Stryker always seems to have it together, and she always knows what she's doing, and she works so steadily. That's because what you guys don't see is me just off camera panicking and frantically counting the days in the year and adding up the hours it's going to take me to do a thing and being like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. To be entirely honest, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do 22 stories in 2022, although one of the stories was 2 parts. So I haven't decided yet if I'm counting that one. Because theoretically, if I get prompt number 21 finished, we will have done 22 shorts for the blog. But the project was called 22 Stories in 2022. So, Stryker having her shit together. Yeah, those are the appropriate emojis, Shy. I definitely do not have my shit together. And if anything, this morning has proven to me that, like, I have my shit less together than I thought. All that said, I've been making really good progress towards the things that I want to get done by the end of the year. I'm in a really good position to, if I don't get everything done, to only have a couple things splash over into the first week of next year, which is good. Because I kind of have an insane plan for next year, too. I always have an insane plan, that's the problem. I ordered Hobanchi, is that how you say it? Hobanichi Mega Weeks, and it got delivered while I'm at work. It's sitting outside. Oh, is that a type of planner? I've shown this off on stream before. I have a day planner and my shit still isn't together. So yeah, it's, I just kind of had this conversation with 2 separate people yesterday, but we've reached the point of the year where everything's crazy. I don't think I have a free Saturday until January, until we get back because we are coming back, I think, January 1st. So after that, whatever Saturday is after that will be my first free Saturday. From now, because we have a bunch of like D&D stuff that we planned, thankfully, at the end of October. Ghost has an event this weekend with the lovely Flannelsaurus. He and Woof and Flanny and I believe one other person are going to be getting together to talk about men's mental health, a very important topic and near and dear to our hearts. So that is going to be happening tomorrow. Next Saturday, I have an off-stream D&D campaign that I run, Tales of Kryptonia. The weekend after that, I think, or one of the next weekends after that, is the Christmas party for Ghost's school already, because they want to do it before people start leaving to go everywhere. January 7th. Yeah, so January 7th is, like, right now my next free Saturday. You got this, Shy. I appreciate that. I don't feel like I got this, but I'm trying my best. So yeah, if I seem a little like scatterbrained and all over the place, it's just because there's a lot going on in a short amount of time, and I'm just trying to make sure that everything gets the piece of me that it deserves. I still have a book release as well happening in December. I have the Symphony of the Stars, not Symphony of the Stars is the one that's already out. The Song of the Spheres, the second book in the Celestial Serenade, is getting compiled for release, and I had a hell of a time getting the paperback to work because I spent an hour formatting the document, and then Word was like, I don't like how you want your headers and footers to be the same on every page. And I was like, okay, I don't know why this is happening. So I had to start that over. But it's formatted now. The paperback is going to happen. I basically just have to send the email to my cover artist letting her know that what the spine size is so that she can actually create the wrap for the beautiful, beautiful cover. So, yeah, and I have Game of Tomes still going on. It's heating up. The competition is fierce. The Wheel of Doom is terrifying. But the creative juices are flowing. So it's all good. It's the good kind of busy for the most part, but I guess it just all caught up with me this morning, and my brain was like, whatever, here's 2 spoons for your breakfast cereal. So yeah, but I'm here. I'm gonna do my usual like spiel about what I'm writing today, and then we will get things moving with some clicky clackies. Where's my post-it note? Just so you guys know, like, how did I organize these writing prompts? I've had a post-it note sitting on my other desktop since January. That's how I organized it. Today's prompt is a landslide devastates a location. So this is a pretty simple, really open prompt. It's less generic than some of the other ones that we've done, which I appreciate because it gives you a specific event to work from. I wasn't initially sure what I wanted to do with this one. It's interesting because as the project winds down, I've definitely had some ideas come to me that I wouldn't have necessarily considered at the beginning of the year, but they feel like really strong ideas that I'd like to include in the project. And that is that's how I would categorize the idea that I have for today's prompt. So I may have shown you guys this before. It's not really a spoiler, so I can probably get away with it. This is like the master timeline for the multiverse that I've mentioned that my books exist in. And this isn't even all of them. Some of these have been moved or changed or whatever. But this is basically the master timeline of what the original master timeline for the multiverse. And there are a couple worlds in here that I've sort of crossed off the list as being not interesting or strong enough or well developed enough to actually make it to the novel series, because I've already got like 10 novel series that are like not even tangentially, like centrally involved in this multiverse. Also, this is what got me in trouble the last time I showed this, because this is how people discovered that I have a working title universe called Maids, and everyone was like, tell me more. But some of these are not going to make it to the final cut because I probably just won't live long enough to write all these books. And one of them, the one I want to talk about today, is the codename project title steampunk. I came up with a steampunk fantasy world, which I still do want to do something with. Hey, Bird of Inferno, how are you? I don't know if it will take its original form anymore. The idea was sort of that it was a steampunk world, so everything would be, like, all of their more advanced technology would be steam-driven. There would be rudimentary computers. It would be train travel, like airship, like old-style, like Hindenburg-style airship travel. Doing well. Will mostly be lurking as I work on my own writing. No worries. We're going to be doing sprints here in a few. Sorry. I'm just kind of introing the idea that I'm working with today, and then we're going to be off to the races. So it was, you know, I wouldn't say it was anything, any kind of spectacular, like there wasn't anything really to make it overly unique in terms of steampunk worlds, mostly because I never really developed this world very far. But I did decide that there is a sort of secret society, a sort of secret group of elite guards who work for the main kingdom that is in the world. This is very sketch, so there's not going to be a ton of really interesting details here. But basically that the elite guards were a part of a secret society. They use secret tunnels to move throughout the city to have meetings. And they sort of know of each other and have secret ways of indicating to each other when they're around. And of course, Damarin, being someone who reoccurs quite often in this multiverse for several reasons, was one of these guards. And in this particular world, he was a nobleman. So his public persona is as a nobleman, and his hidden secret persona is as one of these guards. But he, in his everyday sort of guise, is, we could debate which of them is the real Damarin, but, you know, in his day-to-day guise, he walks with a cane and a limp from an injury. Exiled Faye, hello, how are you? From an injury that was caused to his leg. Originally, when I sort of introduced the concept of this world, it was questionable as to whether or not the limp was real or fake. But it's real. He actually had a very terrible injury to his leg that caused him to have permanent issues with that leg. He did train in order to still be able to do combat without limping. But it's not necessarily a feigned limp. Like he can catch himself in balance when he needs to, without the cane. Also, there's a sword hidden in the cane because, you know. But, and this was part of, partly a way to hide his secret identity, but the injury was a real thing. To me, it was really important that the injury be something that was real, and that the limp be something that he actually contended with in his day-to-day life. And I've talked about this before, but I think it's really important to show characters like that, characters who have been injured or who have some kind of chronic injury or illness, and are able to be successful and heroic as well. Because I think that it's unrealistic that every hero is 100% healthy and 100%, you know, without injury or illness or disability, because that's not the world that we live in. The world that we live in is full of diverse people with a diverse, you know, set of circumstances that they're dealing with. And it's always been very important to me to make it clear that some people are badasses, but also in order to be badasses, they have a lot of struggle behind the scenes. And so it was very important to me that the limp not be fake. I wanted it to be a real thing. Since I realized I've been hoarding points and you're already sharing lore. Bird of Inferno, would you like... You get to pick... I was going to share this lore anyway, but... would you like to pick a lore, like a world of mine or a character of mine that you're interested in having lore for? And I will expand a little bit extra. And the reason why I'm talking so much about this limp is because the Landslide is, when I started thinking about what do I want to write for a Landslide, I was like, it's the perfect way for this version of Damarin to have been injured in a way that messed him up pretty badly and left this lasting impact. So I'm thinking that he was caught in this landslide, that he was assigned to the area where this landslide was happening prior to the landslide taking place. And being the type of person that he is when the landslide started to happen, rather than just getting himself to safety, he started trying to get other people to safety because that's just who he is, and he ends up caught in this landslide. I have been trying to, with the 22 Stories in 2022 project, I have been trying to write from secondary character perspectives rather than my main character's perspectives. No escape from reality. Absolutely. So, I'm not going to write this from Domeren's perspective. So it's not going to be in the midst of the landslide. We're actually going to join this scene after the landslide has taken place and someone is basically coming to search the rubble and search the ruin for survivors. The character that I'm going to write from the perspective of is named Elian, a character that I haven't talked about too often. And I guess since Bird of Inferno redeemed the lore, I will actually talk a little bit about Elian himself. So kind of the way my multiverse works, and I did not plan this, it just kind of happened, is that there are certain characters, certain souls that surround each other who have been sort of pulled into a reincarnation loop. And that's why they keep appearing in all these different worlds and all these different stories, with the same personalities and the same names, of course, for ease of use. But that's why they keep popping up in all of these different places, and all of these different stories, but with still sort of keeping the same core character. And one of the souls that is sort of caught in this loop is named Elian. He hasn't yet gotten as much airtime as some of the other characters. The Arvalia Chronicles, which I'm writing now, is sort of the hub at the center of the multiverse wheel. It's sort of the world from which all the other worlds branch. And Elian doesn't exist in the Aravalia Chronicles universe. His soul is not there. He was actually caught in this sort of loop at a different point in time and pulled sort of into this fate vortex or whatever that keeps spitting these same souls at each other time and time again. I haven't written this yet, but there was an incident in the Aravalia Domeren's life prior to all of the events of the Aravalia Chronicles, whereby part of him was split off and sent to an alternate dimension, which will be happening soon in my Beyond the Mirror series, which I'm actually starting to plan. And it was when Domeren arrived in this world that he originally met Elian. Elian was was the leader, the captain of sort of the commander of the armed forces of a country that was fighting against this tyrannical army that's basically been sweeping the land. And in Domeren's attempt to defeat that army, he basically was introduced to and became allies with Elian. So Elian is much like Domeren. In many ways, the two of them are soldiers. The two of them devote themselves to the protection of others, to ensuring the safety of the land that they've devoted themselves to and the people that live there. But there's a lot of differences between them as well. I would say that Elian has a much brighter sense of humor. He laughs more often. He's probably also more often had a settled past. Domeren tends to have parental family trouble that Elian doesn't necessarily have. And Elian is a character that so far, just because I haven't written any of the worlds that he appears in, he has fallen into the background quite a bit. So I would like to, I actually, for a while, kicked around the idea of making this steampunk universe be about him more so than about Domeren, because Elian hasn't gotten a lot of hero time in the timelines that I have really developed yet. And I would really, he's a character who's very interesting, who I would really like to do more with. So this scene today is going to be written from Elian's perspective. He has been sent to the scene of the landslide to basically assess what has happened and see if he can find any survivors. And so he's going to be the one who finds Dahmer in the rubble of, like, and pieces together what essentially happened right before and during the landslide. And that's essentially what I'm working on today. I never know how long these scenes are going to be, because I only have a very rough sketch of what I'm going in with. And we'll just kind of see what comes out the other side. It is 10 to 11 in my neck of the woods, so I better start writing. Let me save this file, so that I don't write a bunch of words and then maybe accidentally lose them. What do I want to call this? Story 19 of 20 stories. I typed story 19 of 2022, which I guess that technically isn't wrong, but you know. All right. Now, I hope that was a good lore redeem also, Bird of Inferno. If there's something more you want to know, let me know. But Elian is a character that I haven't talked about much, so it's kind of nice to stretch my fingers with him a little bit. He and Dahmer have a sort of on-again, off-again relationship in a few of the different worlds. They complement each other in personality, but they clash as lovers. So it is the thing. The two of them have a bit of a personal history. I am going to pop AFK. I'm not even going to go into BRB mode. I'm just going to pop AFK long enough to refresh my coffee, because I talked so much that it's a little bit cooled off. And then we're going to dig straight in. We're going to do 20 minutes of clicky clackies and just see what comes out of my fingers. So give me 1 minute and I will be back. All right, I'm ready. I got the fuel. Laurel, hello. How's it going? How are you? How is your Friday? We are just about to start with the clicky clackies. The coffee is hot again. Exiled Faye, are you wording today? Or are you chilling? You probably are working, I guess. I guess I shouldn't make assumptions. Let me know. Let me know how you're doing, what you're up to. That goes for anyone and everyone. But I'm going to get quiet. I'm going to do the clicky clackying. Comp, hello! You're just in time for the first sprint. How's it going? Not working will be wording? Perfect. We're gonna have 20 minutes on that clock. We're gonna get the clicky clacky going. Sorry, I was trying to find the... I can't find any of the OBS buttons today. Just at work, get that click-clack going? Will do. I hope you're having a good shift. Starting with brainstorming for one of my short stories, and then I'm gonna get back into revisions for Systems Fall, the book I drafted in July. That's awesome! Good luck with all of that. Just catching up with my Pandora line characters. Got a chunk of Juno's 3rd chapter this morning. That's awesome! Hey, Wolfkeeper! Is it okay that Stryker is between 14 to 16 according to Kraken Age? Yes, I was thinking that he is like maybe a century old or something like that, but that's still like baby in terms of Kraken. So yeah, I would say adolescent is a good I think that's a good age range for him for sure. He definitely supposed to be quite young. Which is refreshing for me because I've been writing a lot of like world-weary agent characters lately. So having a young and hapless little little Kraken boy running around has been fun. Compared to the other deities, Cassia was still pretty much a baby during the devastation. She was 12. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Hey, Kiki. Hello, Speedy Fingers. Thank you, thank you. How are you? How are you doing? Yeah, I don't remember how old coffee is. I believe it's at least 1,000 years. I think Sable may have said 4,000. So I figured like a century or two for a Kraken is still a baby. Just got off the phone with the bus company for my son because he wasn't getting picked up since Tuesday. What? I hope you were able to get that worked out. Coffee is old. I think her entry says, yeah, I remember Sable basically being like, I'm pretty sure we're dealing with Eldritch being at this point. People starting Monday, but Tuesday is the kids' last day because of Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, that's right. Happy Thanksgiving in advance, Kiki. The ethereals have been around since the dinosaurs. I can't spell today, apparently. My birthday is after Thanksgiving, so I might treat myself to sushi. Nice! I had this place I used to go to because I told them that I can have seafood. I told them that I can't have seafood, so they make a cucumber roll with soy wrap, and it's so good. That's awesome that they're able to make you some non-seafood sushi. I'm a huge fan of sushi, so I like to have it around my birthday time as well. Anne, how's it going? What's up? Maybe I'll suggest that for dinner tonight. We have decided to order out this weekend, and I'm severely tempted to do sushi as well. I don't know if Ghost will want to because he's got a lot going on, but it's on my short list. I ate wasabi by myself and it burnt my nose. I can't eat wasabi. Too spicy for me. But Ghost Pepper loves that stuff. What's happening? I ate a whole glob of wasabi for a free shot of cheap vodka when I was 21. I can see that. I can see that. About to head out because I have to pick up the little one. Kiki, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope to see you again soon. Happy birthday, in case I don't see you before then. One time when I was broke, I had a bit of a habanero sauce someone had given me and bread, and I made a habanero sandwich, and it cleared my sinuses for a week. But also the entire skin of my face felt like sunburn. Yeah, that would be painful. But yeah, if you ever need a way to clear your sinuses, spicy will do it. I thought my brains would come out of my nose. I think that's how Ghost feels whenever he eats a ghost pepper. I can't eat anything. I can eat jalapeno, and I can't eat anything hotter than that. That's like my limit. My gut will just reject anything else. Enjoy your alert, Kiki. Habanero is no joke for sure. I can't remember if I said that before, but definitely, yeah. We have some hot sauces in the house, and there's like 2 that I can eat, and the rest are ghost peppers. Apparently the timer ended, so let me just finish this sentence. Oh yeah, I don't have to I don't have to highlight that because it will tell me that that was 864 words. And we've got 215 words for the Undead Horde from Exiled Fae. Glad to see you writing with us today, Exiled Fae. this scene is definitely getting off to a slower start than I anticipated, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I do apologize. I know I'm checking my Discord a lot more than I normally do, just because some people are trying to coordinate Game of Tome stuff that needs to get done pretty quickly. So I'm checking my messages a bit more than I normally would, just because I know that they're gonna need me to record pretty much as soon as I'm done on here. So just making sure that if anything suddenly changes, I'm aware of it. Probably gonna start another sprint pretty quickly here because I talked so much at the beginning of stream. And I do feel like my brain, I have had some coffee now, so I do feel like my brain is processing a bit more quickly than it was this morning. But no rush. Chat, how you doing? And what have you been up to? I'm sorry I haven't been able to hang out in your streams as much. I've been doing a lot of Game of Tomes things. But I hope you're doing well. If you're doing Nano, I hope that's going well as well. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that it's the 18th of... I had to look to be sure, because I can't believe that it's that far, that we're this far into November, that we're this far into the year, that like I'm starting to talk about January of 2023 now. It just doesn't really compute for me that like 2022 is almost over. I am with you, Exiled Faye. There's a part of me, I feel like there's a part of me that will always be stuck back in March of 2020 when the whole thing started. And since then, everything else in many ways just feels like a pipe dream. But yeah, every time we're like, we talk about Christmas plans or like what we're gonna do when we get back from the Christmas plans in January, I'm just like, it can't be almost January. We can't be at the part of the year where I can just open up my calendar and very quickly count out like what I can do for the rest of the year. But here we are. What else can I say? Leader, hello, what is up? Hola, Miss Professional Writer Lady. How are you, Leader? What is up? What are you up to, Leader? I haven't gotten to talk to you in a while. We're just taking a quick breather. I probably won't take this breather for more than 2 or 3 minutes here, and then we'll get to more clicky clacking. I haven't written a lot from Elian's perspective lately, so it's interesting trying to find his particular voice. Usually when I first start writing a character, they sound a little bit generic. And then sort of as I go, because this was one of the things that I was sort of struggling with at the beginning of Everyone's Child, was that many of the characters hadn't yet developed that really unique voice. And so I think Elian is one of those characters where I kind of have a sense of his voice, but he's still a little too generic for my preference, but I probably won't be able to fix that in this particular scene. Just rolled my lazy ass out of bed and I'm about to play some Deep Rock Galactic. Listen, I have not been able to brain since I rolled out of bed, so you're fine. Don't worry, Megan, I could never write a unique character. What are you talking about? You already created a very unique character for Winds of Chaos. That's a blatant lie, leader. I mean, maybe you don't write Goldrill, but you play Goldrill, and it's basically the same thing. You've created a character with a unique voice. Just because you don't write him down, just because you don't, like, write his dialogue and narrative doesn't mean that you haven't already done it. But I appreciate your belief in me. I do. I believe in you too, leader. I did a bit of brainstorming, went for a walk, got some ice cream, and now I'm going to work on revisions. Awesome! We are going to start a second sprint here. I never thought about that. I know, leader, but you're basically doing the same thing that I do. You're just doing it out loud instead of in writing. That's the magic of any tabletop RPG. Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, whatever you play, Star Wars RPG. If you're sitting around the table telling stories, acting out your characters, it's the same. It's the same thing. The lore that people make for Game of Tomes, where we make silly voices and animate our Hero Forge figures, it's the same thing. Even if you're doing it out loud, it's still creativity. It's still that same power of storytelling. That single thought just made me feel so powerful. Good. Because you have the power of creation in you, leader. I know you do. Well, I know that you do because you made those goblins for the school campaign as well. In that flood of creativity. The difference is that I do that every day instead of sporadically, but you start doing it one little bit at a time. That's the magic of creativity. All right. With my speech, and like I said, that doesn't just apply to leader, it applies to everyone. You have way more creativity in you than you realize, so don't be afraid to use it. You're doing wonderful things for my confidence. Hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm not gonna lie, writing a book is hard. Writing anything, even writing a short story, can be very hard. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of soul searching, and in no way does anyone just sit down and breeze through it. But the flip side of that is many people who say, I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to create a world for D&D. I want to be able to run a D&D campaign. I want to give more detail to my tabletop character. I want to write a story, whatever. I want to write a movie. I want to write a script. A lot of people who talk about those things and think that they're out of reach don't realize how creative they already are and what creative things they already do in their lives. So if you're doing anything remotely creative, if you're doodling character pictures, if you're writing fan fiction, if you're, participating in a tabletop RPG, anything that involves any kind of make-believe or, creating something or building on something, like creating something that isn't there or building on something that someone else already created, anything like that, you're already doing the base work of a creative. You're already doing the first step of whatever that big dream of yours is. You probably just don't realize it. So for anyone who's lurking who does not feel very creative and is here doing other work and is like, I could never do what Starborn does, you absolutely could. And you probably already on some level do, and you just don't realize it. So don't be afraid to grasp that creative power and put it to use. AB Coffee, welcome back. We're about to start our second sprint. Did I report my words? I did, okay? I was like, I went on this huge speech. Did I... did I, I was like, did I give my words to my house after all that? I did. I did. I did. All right. Let's get 20 more minutes on the clock. Are you writing with us, AB Coffee? All right. We're doing it. It's happening. You can do it, AB Coffee. I'm gonna be lurking, waiting for my coffee to cool down. Thank you so much for the lurk, and it's so good to see you. Enjoy that coffee. And if you're wording today, I hope the words flow for you. Enjoy your lurk as well later. Good luck with Deep Rock Galactic. I hope the brain flows well too. It's been a morning. Just got a tooth extraction. Oh no! Anne, I hope you're doing okay. Definitely want to keep the hot liquids away from the area, the gum area that was affected by that. Might wrap some stuff up, make coffee myself, but we got books to write. Indeed! I had a friend ask me the other day, when's your next project done? He's the only buddy I can get to read anything, so now I feel accountable. Oh no, AB Coffee, you can do it. I'm unable to enjoy the finer things. Oh no, I feel you, and I hate drinking not hot coffee. But hopefully that heals up for you quickly so you can get back to all the enjoyment that you deserve. Oh, I just whacked my tooth with my coffee mug. Is that is that fact an exclamation of like frustration, AB Coffee? actually going to put a scene break in here. I just gotta find one that I know has a scene break in it. I believe unapproved hedgehogs. Hey, Neo, what is up? How are you? See, I mean, as a script I wrote, could you add a line or two? Yes, yes, I shall do that, Wolfkeeper. I was planning to check them both anyway. I shall absolutely do that after this sprint. Tired but okay. What's up, Neo? Have you just been working hard? Is it the weekend for you? Have you started your weekend? Apparently, I'm just not spelling crevices today. Played Dead by Daylight for 22 hours straight. Neo, was this like an event, or it just kind of happened, or have you slept since then? And a character yawns, then the other character yawns, and then the author yawns. Indeed. No sleepy time for me yet, living on coffee. When do you get to sleep, Neo? It just kind of happened. Are you working now? Is that why you're not sleeping now? I'll go to bed soon, just need to clean the dishes. Well, I appreciate you dropping in, Neo, and hanging out while you're washing the dishes. I'm almost yawning after reading the yawning comments. But I'm resisting! I don't want everyone else to yawn. Oh, it's gonna happen. I talked about it too much. Sorry, guys. Yawning is contagious. I know, right? Like, even just thinking or talking about it is enough to make you need to do it. Alright. Perfect, because I don't know how I want to transition into my next bit yet, so... I think that was about 1,000 words. Heck yeah, 1,018. I'm making good progress with this. Let me do a cheeky little, I can't show this bit, but let me do a cheeky little thing. Why is this? Still some shit. Let me check a few things. I'm enjoying how the script is coming together. I think I got the part that Wolfkeeper needed me to take a look at. We've got 195 words from Exiled Fae for the Undead. I'm glad to see the words flowing for you, my friend. All right, I'm gonna take a quick bio break because we've been at this for a little while now. I was just doing some extra tippy-tappy clicky-clackies in secret in the background there. And when I get back, I will hopefully figure out how I want to... I think I'm moving into the final stage of this short. It's not taking the form that I thought it would. I thought that this would go... Basically, all the details are coming together the way all of the details are the same as what I expected them to be, but they're coming together in a different order and presenting different challenges than I expected, which is fine. I'm really happy with how it's turning out, but it means that I'm moving into what I think will be the final portion of the scene, and I'm not quite sure how to get from where I am to where I need to be. So it's the perfect time to take a quick bio break, get my brain wrapped around these little bits and bobs that I need to resolve, and hopefully we'll come back and pound it out. I'm gonna do, I shouldn't say pound it out on the internet, should I? I'm gonna do at least one more sprint, possibly two, depending on how things go, because we've got about an hour left anyway. So I will be right back. For all of you, my friends, take a stretch, take a break, grab a drink. If you need to take any medication, make sure you've taken your meds today. And we'll be back with more wording time. I'm back. Hello. Man, I have to say, what a difference, like, 2 hours makes, because when I first started the stream, I still felt kind of, like, dopey from sleep. Thank you, Exiled Faye. Welcome back to you as well. I don't know if you left, but welcome back either way. I felt very, like, dopey from sleep. I don't know why I woke up feeling... Hungover isn't, like, the right word, because it wasn't, like, a hangover. But almost, like, super groggy. Like I woke up from sleep, but I didn't quite fully wake up from sleep. And so I felt a little bit zombified this morning. Like, I was definitely, not quite all there yet. But now that I've had a couple hours to wake up and shake off the cobwebs and get a little bit of coffee in me, I'm definitely feeling more... I don't know if present is the right word, but I'm not grabbing a spoon and then going back and grabbing another spoon from the drawer. Like, I'm keeping better track of what I've already done versus what I need to do, which is good, because if I do everything twice today, it's going to be an interesting day. So yeah, I did not remember to decide how I want to transition the scene while I was AFK, so that didn't happen. I will confess, I don't know how many people from Game of Tomes we have lurking in here right now. I think Sable is streaming, so I suspect most of them are probably hanging out over there. But for those who are in the Game of Tomes community, you'll be familiar with filking, which is a thing that many of the members do and have inspired me to do. And I wrote one the other day that I haven't quite recorded yet. But I came up with another one, because apparently this is how it works. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. And I came up with another one that I might actually record first if Mollusca is the house that falls this week. Because it would basically be about Mollusca falling to the Horde. To the tune of a song that I very much like, called Crossing the Bar by The Longest Johns. I don't know if they're the ones who originally sang it or if it's one of their covers, but very sweet, sad song. Apparently this is what I do now. My brain just provides me with song lyrics. So I may have also spent part of the morning thinking about that versus thinking about this. This is the life of a creative, though, who hasn't been in the middle of one creative project and then had another one be like, hey, by the way, do this now. Also, for anyone who is wondering, we did take a week off of craft streaming. Last Friday, Flutter was away, and I was not feeling well. But this week, we are all at home, and I think most of us are doing well, so there will be a craft stream over on Flutterdie's channel tonight. Let me do a quick shout out for her. Mood, I know, right? I'm working on this creative project, and my brain is like, no, you're working on this creative project. So if you haven't checked out my good friend Flutterdie, check her out. I'll be over there tonight. We usually start around 7:30 PST, so about 7.5 hours from now. And we just go till whenever we feel like not crafting anymore. And I know that Wolf has been working on I found this really cool octopus hat that I asked Woof to craft for me. Partially it's for my Game of Tomes character because it's a blue octopus, but it's also going to be a redeem on this channel once I get it. He has to finish making it and send it to me, so this might not happen until January. Or later. But once I get it, once I have it in the house, it will become a points redeem. You'll be able to make me an octopus, and I will wear the tentacle octopus hat and possibly speak in my striker voice while I'm wearing it. And it'll be super cool. And he's gonna show an update on how far he's gotten on it tonight on Flutter Die stream. So if anyone wants to see that, I will also be working on the Beauty and the Beast cross stitch, which I forgot to grab, but I guess can grab. I'm gonna be working on this. You can see, first of all, Bella's no longer Brav. She is, in fact, Brave. And Beast is a beefy boy, but he's starting to come together. I've got most of his undershirt done. This part here is the frill. The frill starts there. And then we have the side of the jacket that I'm working on. And then we'll do his hand and his face when we get that far. So I'll be working on that tonight. Trying to get Beast done before I go back to La Horse. Sorry, I got distracted again. I'm still checking on these scripts. I shouldn't be doing that while I'm on stream, but I can't help myself. I'm trying to get everything organized. Let me actually, I may as well start the sprint timer because I am actually doing word stuff. I'll start the sprint timer and I'll do a little bit of this, and then I will get back to this because I'm procrastinating on this because I don't know what to do with it yet, so. you guys are wondering what I'm doing off screen, I'm just pulling these lines that I need to record into a document so that I won't get ultra confused and read the wrong lines, which I've already done several times today. That's gonna be... That's gonna be the most important one for me to record. I just did my line for the evacuation. I had to redo it several times. Yeah, I actually just pulled, I just copied all of my lines for that into a separate document because I know that if I try to record off of this massive Google Doc, I'm gonna get so confused. So I pulled that out and, briefed it down a bit from what I originally had it so that I can record that. And no worries, I saw where you had edited it, Wolfkeeper, and I went in and just made the changes. So I think I'm gonna record the stuff for Sable first. I'm not sure where to send that, but I think I'm gonna record that first, and then I'll go in after that and record the other one, and I'll send that one to you because I'm assuming you're making the video for that one. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to this now. Yeah, I might do the same thing just because I noticed the last time I recorded from like the big document, I got a little confused when I was leaving space. So I might just pull out my lines into another document on my computer real quick when I record it so that I don't... I already went into a document this morning and got confused between Sable and Striker, so I'm just like, I need to read the right stuff. Not in a cafe, a cave. Cafe and cave, very different. Brain, I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but those are two very different things. All right. So a bit of a shorter sprint that time, since I spent the first bit organizing something else. 842 words, though. Pretty happy with that. Almost done with this scene. Just a brief little conversation between these two friendos, and then I will just have to decide how I'm gonna wrap it up. We are sitting at 2,706 words for the entire scene throughout the stream. I don't think it's gonna be much more than 300. 300? 3,000. I don't think it's gonna be math zeros. I don't think it's gonna be much more than 3,000. So that's good. I think one more sprint will finish it off. Oh my goodness, you guys. Maybe my brain thought it was Saturday when I woke up this morning. Maybe that's why it was such a slow start to the day. I'm actually really glad that I'm writing this scene today, because for some reason it's been a bit of a palate cleanser. It's super serious. It's not like, I'm not exactly writing like a lighthearted jaunt here, but something about it versus what I've been writing, what else I've been writing throughout the week, it just feels like a refreshing break. Maybe it's just because it's something different. It's a different project. It's something that I'm not too stressed out about. It's a short for a story that might never get expanded, so there's no pressure for it to be good. It can just be whatever it is at the moment. I definitely think that where I am in my big project, in Aravalia Chronicles, going through getting set up for like the big epic final battle of the series, and sort of getting all of the threads pulled together from all of the lead up of, 10 books worth of story, and just trying to keep track of everything and knowing that I'm forgetting things and that I still have more that I need to go back and pull in during edits. It wears on me a little bit. There's a lot of pressure that I know I can't instantly fulfill, because I really won't be able to get this all sort of in line with each other until I hit the editing stage. So maybe it's just nice to write something where there's no pressure. It can just be whatever it's gonna be, and I don't have to worry about all the things that I have to come back and do later. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice little feeling, like a break, even if it's still like a super serious scene and whatnot. So I appreciate that. It's interesting what the creative mind can consider a break. I have received like 5 emails since I started the stream. Why? I have emails for everything turned off. Why am I getting so many emails? Another 122 words for the Undead Horde from Exiled Fae. Got distracted by real life stuff. No worries. My word count was slightly lower too, because I was also doing other things. Shall we do the last sprint now? Do we want to have a chat break first? Maximum real life stuff. Let me just like seriously tell you, I had a moment last night too where I realized that yes, I have managed to finally get the pharmacy to give me my medication and stuff, but I have this whole other rigmarole that I have to go through where I have to call this other place and register so that my insurance won't give me issues in the future. This is Living. Hello. How are you? How is the new blanket treating you? So I was like, I've been putting off that phone call for like 3 weeks, and I gotta get that done before we leave. And I probably should have done it already, but I have so many other things going on. It's always like, you get to the end of the day and you're like, great, I did all the things I needed to do. I managed all the things I needed to manage. And then you're like, oh wait, here's 3 other things that I should have done today that I forgot about. Playing some Planet Zoo all bundled up. Nice! I haven't heard of Planet Zoo. I'm assuming you run a zoo planet. I'm assuming that's how it works. It sounds interesting. I have not been gaming much lately. I've just been crafting. Crafting all the time, which is not a bad thing, but there are some games that are like glaring at me from my Steam library, like, you said you were gonna play me, when is that happening? Marathon, hello. Let me get those glasses. Do I look super intelligent when I wear my glasses? What's that? It's the newest Zoo Tycoon game. Just build up a normal zoo, but higher expectations. Ah, I see. I've seen chaotic YouTubers play Planet Zoo. It's hilarious what they come up with. I'd believe it because I know some people would take that, like roller coaster or like theme park tycoon game and make some truly like insane death traps. My favorites are Call Me Kevin and Let's Game It Out. Oh, are those the YouTube channels? I love to see what people, because when I play those like builder games, I just want to like maximize my efficiency, make something kind of cool. So I really appreciate when people play those games and just do something completely different with them and just go like way in a different direction with the creativity. And it's just like, I could never play this game that way, but you've done it. It's made by the same company, so you can make it very unhinged. Yeah, it's like when people are like, like I know in the Sims game, some people make like murder hotels where they like have their sim lure people into their house and then they just like put them in a pool and remove the ladder or wall them in a room so that they can't get out and stuff like that. And I'm like, twisted, hilarious, but twisted. I just want to use the redeems when I can. Marathon, I appreciate it. How are you? What are you up to? How is it going, my friend? We're just having a quick chat break before our last big rating sprint here. I'm assuming that guilty comment is that you've done a murder house in The Sims. I love seeing how people like do different things in The Sims, because whenever I play that game, I just have a boring, normal sim life. And I just try to make my sim happy. And I'm like, I can't because no money and miserable. Thank you, Wolfkeeper. Do you know where we're supposed to send those when we finish recording? Do you know who we should send it to? Question mark. So that I can do that after stream. But yeah, I just play The Sims. I just simulate life, and then I watch other people play that game, and I'm like, I am playing The Sims wrong. I do not I do not have the creativity. I can write books, but I evidently do not have the creativity to properly utilize the sim games. Thank you, Wolfkeeper. I shall do that. I usually start that way, then I get stressed out about work and money, and I go, wait a second, hold on, and then I start dropping cheats. Yeah. Um, Thank you, Wolfkeeper. I shall. I know that Ghost once did. I don't know if he ever finished this, but he basically built a sim around the idea of like saving. So he wasn't cheating per se. He wasn't like dropping cheat codes to get money or whatever. But he created a sim around the idea that he wouldn't have to live in a house. He could just camp outside because he gave his sim like all of the traits about liking the outdoors. And so he basically lived in a tent and had like no bills or anything so that he could save money to get like the best house in the game as quickly as possible. And he had this like whole system for like how he had set it up. So he wasn't like cheating, but he was kind of cheating. And I was like, I can't, where do you come up with this stuff? I'm the same though, AB Coffee. If I play those games, I just do the cheat code. I just want the money to build what I want to build. Honestly, I don't even want to have the Sims part of the Sims. I just want to build houses. I just want to make really cool houses and put a bunch of furniture in them. That's all I really that's all I really want, is to make houses. If someone built a game that was like Sim House and all you did was just make a bunch of different houses and not do anything with them afterwards, that would be my favorite game. I would play that all the time. I played that unpacking game and I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I disagreed. I guess I could do that in The Sims, but it feels like cheating because I'm not actually using the game for what it is. My sister would be friends with you. I just want to make fantasy houses. I think someone had a realistic conversation rate from Similonians to USD or something so they could accurately assess how much their house would cost. Wow. Yeah, I loved unpacking as well. AB Coffee. Tell her to go back because they added Dark Star mode. So I disagreed with some of what they classified as like correct unpacking in that game, but I still really enjoyed it. And then they added something called Dark Star mode where you don't put anything in the right spaces. You put everything in the wrong spaces. So you can put anything wherever you want and you get the Dark Star if it's all in the wrong spot. So I made a game for myself essentially where I organized everything into the wrong places. I unpacked the kitchen to the bathroom. I unpacked the bathroom to the living room. It's pure chaos. It's organized, but it's pure chaos. And you get the Dark Star when you've unpacked everything. And I really enjoyed it. So if your wife wanted more levels, tell her to look into Dark Star mode. I'm hoping they make more levels for it too, but Dark Star mode has been ultra fun in many ways. There's a game called House Flipper. That's true. I have seen many people play House Flipper, and I do like it. But I feel like... Again, I feel like the point of the game is that you're supposed to like sell the houses, and I don't want to have to like, I don't want to have to buy stuff and have a budget. I just want like is there like a creative mode for House Flipper? Kind of like in Minecraft where you can just turn on creative mode and have unlimited resources. I understand that that's probably like, most people are probably like, what are you talking about? It's not fun if you don't have to like gain resources and do quests and stuff, but I just want to build the houses that my characters live in my stories and have like little models of them, and that's it. That's what I want. But my camera is off, Shagraz, just for a moment because I am blowing my nose. How are you, Shagraz? What is up? Haven't seen you in a bit. How have you been? Supernatural, hello, hello, hello. I'll get some hand hearts for you fine folks as soon as I am done blowing my nose. Oh my god, what's this other wiggle? That is so cute. That is so freaking cute. I love all the little wiggle emotes. Alright, I'm back! Hello, Shagraz. And hello, Supernatural. How are you? Yeah, but I've realized as well that, I just play really weird games like, dating sims. Because I don't necessarily want the challenge of having to make decisions. I just want a story. Although I do like narratives, like I do like when you play a narrative story. I played a game, what was it called? I think I kickstarted it. I actually might have to turn on my Steam in order to see what it was, because I don't think I have it installed anymore. It was a really cool game. And it did have 2, like, narrative paths, and I really agonized over, like, the choices that I made and whether or not it was, like, the right morality for, like, the character I was playing, and I really enjoyed that. But I don't remember what it was called. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think there's anything on here. You guys can see all the weird friggin' games that I have. What was it called? Oh, you know what? I should maybe not let it download while I'm streaming. What was it called? It was kind of a like point and click thing. It had gorgeous like art. Like it was super dark, but it had gorgeous art. It wasn't super long. I only have 3 million games to search through though. It was this, Tormentum, the Dark Sorrow. It was super good. Final Fantasy Tactics has the best story in any video game. I'm not talented enough to play Final Fantasy Tactics. Yes, I really want to play I bought Strange Horticulture and then I started crafting again, and so I haven't started the game yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. I need to, hopefully over Christmas break. But I played this. It was super good. The art is absolutely amazing and gorgeous. And it's sort of a little point and click adventure type thing. And you basically, I don't want to say too much about the story, but you basically get presented along the way with choices. So you have to decide like who you want to help or who you want to give an item to, and like who you think is in the right in certain situations. And it's really interesting, the choices that are presented to you, because it is a case of like, you can see it from both sides. And so I agonized over every choice I made in that game. And then I eventually went back and replayed the game and made all the other choices when I had waited long enough in between to forget like how the puzzles worked. It's really super interesting. Comf, what's up? Yeah, unpacking. If you haven't played Dark Star mode in unpacking, definitely do it. Been really enjoying Sandrock. It's an alpha right now. Interesting. I know, I have so many. I'm always like, I'm not gonna buy more Steam games until I play some of the ones I have, and then I just buy more because I find more games that look interesting. And then I play the game of, let's look through my Steam library and see what I want to play. And then I download a bunch of games, and next time I'm like, what game do I want to play? I don't have anything installed. It's like this endless cycle of like, I want to play these games, but when do I want to play these games? All right, I'm gonna do the final sprint of the stream today. Finish up the scene because I've been procrastinating. I recommend both My Time games. Interesting. What are those about? I'm always looking for more games. I shouldn't be, but I am. I also got a couple of games that are like typing games, like typing combat games. Sandrock has a multiplayer mode. Interesting. Oh, My Time at Portia. I have heard of that. Hey, Maskling. What is up? How's it going? Been enjoying Sandrock more. What is Sandrock about? I know about My Time at Portia. So is it similar then? My Time at Sandrock? We've got 825 light editing words for Avis from Bird of Inferno. Thank you for your words, my friend. The Dino Bird combo has been killing it this month. It's made by the same people. Okay. Interesting. Well, I will have to check into them both. I haven't played either, though I have heard of the first one. So I will check into them both. All right, final sprint. Let's do one more set of words, because then I got to go do some recordings for Game of Tomes. People have been very patient with me today, especially when I woke up very groggy and cobwebby and had no clue what was happening. So let's finish this off so I can go get that stuff done for them. 20 more minutes of wording. Lazy morning, but did a few chores before sitting down to write and forgetting to write. I mean, now's a perfect opportunity to get some words in, Maskling. We're doing it. We're doing it. Done with writing for now, but I'll be lurking. Thank you so much, Bird of Inferno. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that your wording worked out. I did that. I wrote half a sentence and then my brain was like, you don't know what the rest of this, you don't know what's happening here anymore. 205 words from Aleska from Wolfkeeper. Thank you for your words. You wrote half a book, darn tootin', I don't know what's happening anymore. True. Brain is just like, hey, I gave you a bunch of sentences, now you're on your own. Hey, Cademon, what is up? That is where I'm going to end this scene. I will, of course, let the rest of the sprint timer run. So if you're still wording, continue wording. Some writing, but mostly gaming today. Tomorrow, I will visit a local book fair. That's awesome, Cademon. Have fun. Book fairs are the best. I hope you find some really cool books there. And I hope you enjoy your gaming today. Let me report the last of my words. Another 880 for Mollusca. And our final word count for the stream is 3,586. I'm pretty happy with that. Didn't get to word because of a very disharmonious thought. Uh-oh, Maskling, are you alright? Is everything okay? Please let us know if you need anything. We're here to support you. I am just going to be organizing a couple of things on my other screen here again. in preparation for those recordings while the sprint timer runs down, and then we will raid. Do I already have 2 of these open? I do. Oh my goodness. Oops. Can't really talk the specifics. This is a very disgusting historical thing, but aside from feeling icky about it, mostly good. Oh no, yeah, sometimes, I'm assuming this is probably something that you came across during research. Sometimes that happens. I'm very sorry. have both of these scripts ready to go so that I can record them relatively quickly. Sleep well, Cademon. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to say, bring out your words. If you are writing for Game of Tomes and you have not already reported your words, please make sure to get those in. We are going to be wrapping up here very shortly. This is what we wrote today. 3,586 words. I'm pretty happy with it. It didn't, like I said, it didn't happen in the order that I expected it to, but I'm pretty happy with it. It was a nice little prompt, a nice little break from worrying about all of the other things that I have to pull together in my bigger project right now. This is going to be it for me on my channel until next week. Tonight, as I said, I will be over on Flutterdie's channel from 7:30 PST until whenever we stop doing crafting. I'll be working on this for anyone who didn't get to see it before. I will be working on Beauty and the Beast. I'm working on getting beefy Beastie Boy there done. What time is it PST at the moment? It is 1:11 p.m. We've got 300 light edits from Wolfkeeper. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I will be over there tonight. That won't be a Game of Tomes reporting stream because it won't be happening on my channel, just for anyone who is wondering. Thank you, Maskling, for the stretch. Let's do it. Let's have a stretch after all those words we wrote. Apologize. My God. I will quite possibly... Actually, I probably won't be on... Usually Saturday night is Divorce Court night. I probably won't be doing that because Ghost Pepper and Woof are going to be doing a podcast with our lovely friend Flannel. Let me check because I think there's a third person doing that. What is the announcement? It is... it will be the Subject to Change podcast with ATM Zero, aka Dad, It's Woof, and Flannelsaurus and Ghost Pepper. That is going to be happening on the Flannelsaurus channel. Let me give that a quick shout out. That is a topic near and dear to all of our hearts, so please check out Flannel. He will be doing that on Saturday. I believe they are starting at 6:30 EST, which is 3:30 PST. Didn't get any words in this afternoon, but hopefully this weekend. Fingers crossed, AB Coffee. Looking to find a couple thousand here and there. Not too busy this weekend. I hope you're able to squeeze many, many more words than you expect in. It's always nice to get started and get more in than you thought you would. So that's happening in our household this weekend. I probably will not stream Monday because I believe Monday is a Game of Tomes elimination stream. So I will be nail biting over that to see which house falls to the horde. So I will probably be back. I'm trying to do slightly more afternoon streams because I feel like I've been doing a lot of morning streams lately. But I will be back on Tuesday at some point. We'll probably do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday again next week. But I will check my schedule, see what writing I have to get done. And I will post that on the Discord as per usual, and also in the About section, in the schedule section. Flutter, hello! We are just about to wrap up, but I hope you're doing well. I was just plugging our crafting stream tonight over on your channel. Bring out those words, my friends. If anyone has any words left to submit to Game of Tomes, please bring those out. I want to make sure everyone gets credit. I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know if you got to see this, but this is what it's looking. I have not gotten to do much this week, but it is starting to look good. You can see the outline of our beefy boy beast there. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I was hoping to be further along at this point. The horse is ahead. I can show you guys actually because it's over on my blog. The horse is doing good. Just taking a break from the horse for a little while I work on the Beauty and the Beast one, but this is what the horse looks like right now. The head is done, a little bit of the hair. I will be going back to that as soon as I finish Beast on the cross stitch. You can see how much progress I made since I took that picture, actually. I took that picture last Thursday, so that's about a week's worth of progress there. It's been very busy this week, so I have not, and I did not do much over the weekend, so I was hoping to basically have the jacket and shirt done for Beast, but we'll hopefully do that tonight. Let us see who is streaming for Game of Tomes. We might pop in over at Sable's channel, because there's always a lot of hopping going on over there. You might hear the stream start if I don't mute fast enough. So I think we are going to pop over, say hey to the mother of bunnies. And I am going to do some recording and eat some lunch. I guess this could be considered a stable hobby now, Striker. I mean, lol. It's been something that I've been doing on and off. So yes, I would say it is a stable lol hobby. Well, it looks like Sable might be sleeping or unconscious. Let's hop over and say hey. Oops, I have lost all of my buttons. I lost all my buttons. Let's hop over and say hey so that I can get these recordings done. Feel free to use any emotes that make you happy. If you are participating in Game of Tomes, feel free to shout out your house motto when we get over there. Let them know who you are working for. She decided since she was unconscious in canon, her profile should reflect that. I love that. I love all the little details that people add during the process of the game. It's super awesome, and I've been enjoying the hell out of the Game of Tomes stuff, even though I'm clearly very new at it and just getting my tentacles beneath me. I have told you guys where you can find me over the weekend. I will be lurking in various people's chats as well, so I will see you all around, and I will be back probably Tuesday with more clicky clackies. Good luck to all of you, whether you're doing Nano or not, whether you're doing Game of Tomes or not. Take care of yourselves, get some rest and relaxation at some point over the weekend, and may the words flow for you.